Woo. Yeah, good night. Welcome to the live tonight. You know, tonight we want to talk a little bit about the weight loss program that we're gonna have. That Lisa is on, and Lisa was 370 pounds, and you see how many pounds she lost now. So we're gonna talk about a little weight loss program and how you all can lose that weight because it is very easy to gain the weight, hard to take it off. And lots of women and men go to the gym, they work out, they go on the treadmill and they work out in the gym, do all these exercises, but they don't lose the weight. And why you don't lose the weight? Because a lot of the times, a lot of people go in the gym, they create oxygen free radicals, that's number one, that affects the immune system. And number two, they eat the same foods in bad in combination. They eat at night, they eat and go later and sleep. They eat the wrong foods at the wrong time of the day, so they keep on getting weight, and they don't put the body in an alkaline system. Because once the body is in alkaline terrain, the thyroid speeds up. Once the body is in alkaline terrain, the pancreas speeds up too. And that is those are the two main glands in working on losing weight. All right. So the program, somebody meant to mention about losing weight and having all the saggy muscles. There are bitter stuff we can use, like you can use some of the limes and the ghost pose and stuff. They're very bitter. Sorry, they're very sour. So sorry. And sour stuff. Don't forget, sour is the flavor that works on the flaccid tissues, works on your liver too. So you can mix these. I'm going to show you what to do if you're going to feel you're going to get a lot of soggy muscles, flesh. You can use that any one of the sour fruits mixed with some oil that will help the flaccid tissues to stay a little strong. So that when you're losing the weight, don't lose the weight too fast. The slower you lose the weight is the more you're going to strengthen the flaccid tissues with some sour stuff with some oils, and then vitamin E is also good. So we're going to teach you that in a little while, okay? But that program is going to make you lose a lot of weight. And that program is no flesh. You're not going to eat at night. You're going to eat, once or twice per day. But the food you're going to eat is going to make your metabolism go a little faster. Then you're going to alkaline your blood, alkaline the system, so all the organs and the gland can work a little faster. All right. We have another sister here who just had to got some new clothes today because we had on a program and she lost a lot of weight too, so she had to buy new clothes. So it's not only Lisa that lost a lot of weight, but the sister here lost a lot of weight too. So you can lose your weight and keep it off once you have discipline. All right, so we're gonna talk about that. Chris, say anything? Um, and we're gonna talk about tonight. I want to talk about stomach cancer and gallbladder cancer because we have a patient here from abroad that came in on Saturday in a wheelchair with gallbladder cancer. We can tell you what caused gallbladder cancer. And sick to the bone. And this patient was taking oxycodone. That's drug they give you for pain, cancer pain. Now here oxycodone works. They give you oxycodone. They say you have cancer. They give you oxycodone and said to you, well, we're going to give you the oxycodone, going to stop your pain, but it's going to create constipation. Hmm. Ah, that's the double whammy. How are you going to fix cancer being constipated? So what it's telling the lady is, the patient is, well, you know what? You're going to die anyway. So let's take the oxycodone, get rid of the pain, and get constipated because you're going to die. So we had to repair her constipation. She hasn't been in the bathroom for 4 days. Lots of pain. Pain gone, right? Pain gone. She's eating. She was vomiting when she first came. No vomiting no more. Because we're giving her herbs. I'm going to tell you what they are so you could pass on to somebody else. I'm going to tell you all the herbs that you can use for when you have stomach cancer and gallbladder cancer. Or to get rid of the tumors. Because God put them on earth for us to use for healing. Eh? You understand? So I saw her today and I was amazed. She walk around the compound. She's keeping her foods down now. Mother says she's not still sick. But she's doing much better than she was doing on Saturday. Came in a wheelchair, she could walk around the compound. She is taking the stuff, she's not vomiting anymore. And we're giving her herbs to keep the foods, the soups down because we're giving her liquid foods. Everything is liquid. And we're giving her herbs and she's keeping everything down now. And when she first came, she couldn't even have soup or juice. She bring it back up. See? So there is a way of repairing these things once you have discipline, you know? And, we're giving her lots of this. You all look at these things, you all feel it, you all throw them away. This here, orange peel, have anti-tumor activity. It shrink tumors. It is a cooling bitter. It gets rid of acid. And when this patient came, her tongue was so coated and so cut up. We're gonna see her tongue later on and see the tongue is all clean now because we moved the bowels. She keep on going to the bathroom, and that's important. So you can't be taking oxycodone and being constipated and want to fix cancer. That ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? So we're gonna teach you so that you can teach someone else who you know have bladder cancer or gallbladder cancer, and the cancer went to the intestines or to the stomach or in the liver. We're gonna teach you. We're gonna give some herbs that you can use that works wonderful. And my herbs that I use, they work wonderful, man, for them areas. I'm gonna tell you what they are. So you can teach somebody else because each one teach one. Don't forget. And I hope that we could meet the lady. I hope she's ready to come on. She's here with her family, and it's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful environment, and she's doing pretty good. So thank Jehovah God for that, and I give all the glory to the Most High. All right. We made some changes in the management, so we're gonna have You're not gonna go to call that number 888-971-1757. That's outdated. You're gonna go to what Christy Books. Yeah. Tell them they gotta go because everything is changing up now. You know what I mean? Yeah, you would go to. Things ain't right. Good night, Things good night, everybody. Good night, good night. Yes, we would have to go to Christy Books, that biz, and download and do the consultation there. You would do the consultation on christybooks.biz. You would see consult with Patrick Dells. You have an urgent consult you can do, and then you have one you can pay and just have an appointment made like for a later date, because that one most people is doing that one. Good night, Carrie. How you doing? So most people is doing the regular consultation because that one is a bit less. Emergency consult with Patrick is a bit more, which is $100. Um, the lower one where you would have to make the appointment and wait, because there's a lot of people. There would be a lot of people before you. Yeah. So there's a waiting period. It's I shouldn't say a lot, but there would be people in front of you. So when you make the consultation, you would have to wait for an appointment. Well, you'll be given an appointment and you would have to wait for the people who had already made the consultation in front of you, to get their consultation done, and then you would have yours. So it's bombarded with a lot of people, and we want to have people have some patience because a lot of people, and I'm not a robot. I have to, I mean, I get tired at times too. I could get sick at times too. So please bear with me, okay? All right. We just want to pass the message on to people. That's why we do these programs so people can learn and teach each other. And we want to welcome the next 24 people in the group today. We had 24 people who joined the group today. Again, come chat with Patrick Dells on Facebook. And welcome to the group. And you're going to see a lot of changes. You're going to lose a lot of weight. You're going to follow the program. You're going to put up your pictures. You're going to put up your stuff that you're using every day that we can look and see what you're doing. We're going to be like a family. That's what I want to create. I want to create a family among ourselves so we could teach each other and bring other people into the group to help each other, because that's what mankind is supposed to do, help each other. Okay? Right? Somebody have an important question. What's the question? Yes, Annette. You know, he does have the herbs on a usual scale, but in most times he does run out. Do you understand? Because a lot of people has come and get it. So today he had a new shipment which he has most of the herbs now, so you will be able to get it. Okay, Annette?
So you can get it now, right?
Yeah.
So you can just call. Once you're local like us, you just drop by at the office and you'll get your
Yeah.
herbs.
Cancer is tearing up the world. Cancer is tearing up the world. And I'm always saying that if you don't go to these things here, you don't go to them. You have to go to them things here. You got to keep them in your house. You got to keep the body clean. Because, let me say this to people. Cancer do not attack a healthy organ. I want you to repeat what I said. I said, cancer do not attack a healthy organ. Cancer attacks an organ which become weakened from abuse by us individuals. I'm going to say it again. Cancer do not attack a healthy organ. Once that organ is healthy, cancer don't attack it. You know what I mean? Cancer attacks any organ or any gland in your body that is weakened by abuse. When we abuse the organs, and when we abuse the glands, and when we contaminate the bloodstream, cancer attacks them. It can't get in if the organs are strong. It can't, because the organs will fight them off. That's common sense. And lots of people have weak immunity. They have weak immune system. The organs is messed up. They don't strengthen them. They don't tonify these organs. So if you don't tonify your organs and your organ become weakened because every day you're just abusing them and feeding them all these foods on a regular basis, they become weakened. And when cancer comes in, they can't fight the cancer. So that is what we are teaching the patient that's here. How to strengthen the gallbladder, how to strengthen the liver, how to strengthen the stomach and the small intestine so the cancer don't go there. That's the key. Can't attack a strong organ. And no doctor could do that either. You understand? Because you can never go into a man's house and he's strong and tie him up. You think what happened? Yeah, no. But if he's weak, you're going to tie him up and you're going to take his belongings. That's common sense. He's going to fight you if he's strong. That's wisdom. I mean, let's go to the board. Anything you want to say again, Doc?
We just want to let people know that don't consult with Deborah anymore, or you don't make appointments with her anymore. We have our own management team right now, and you're gonna consult with Patrick or book your consultation through the website christybooks.biz with a K, and you're gonna find the different options to book the consultations there.
All right.
Okay.
So tonight, I want you all to listen because lots of people who lose their gallbladder to gallstones, they were more prone of getting gallbladder cancer. That's the main cause of cancer in your gallbladder. And this patient here now have gallbladder cancer in the gallbladder. And the cancer moved to her intestines.
And you need to excuse you need to let them know about, like, all the folks who've been calling about they paid for the consultation and they didn't get to.
Yeah, if you paid for consultation, there was a lot of people in the previous management whereby, I said before, Robert Gappy died, and it's complicated because we couldn't get into the website, and that's something bad a lot of us do. We put our business in a lot of people's hands, and they don't manage it properly. So I'm learning every day. You're not too old to learn, man. You know what I mean? So we learn. So if you made an appointment, you paid any money on the website, then you let me know, let Krista know, go back to Christy Book, let her know, send your payment by email, and then we will accommodate you because a lot of people. So we try to rectify these kind of problems because we don't want people complaining and saying that because we're not doing anything that's negative. We want to keep ourselves on a positive level. You know what I mean? That's very significant for me. You know what I mean? I don't want nobody giving me no bad name, and I don't want nobody running time. I'm saying Ambrosia just because Ambrosia booked up too. So people have to understand if you're going to make arrangement to get some stuff from Ambrosia, you have to go in order. And that takes a little time, okay? Because we're not a big company. Don't remember, we're not Amazon. You know what I mean? We're not Amazon now. We're very small. So we are learning in the process. So help us to do it together, okay? That's all I'm asking. Be patient, eh? Wonderful. Let's go to the screen. We're going to stomach cancer and gallbladder cancer and what caused it. Because too much people dying from it, from cancer. And they give you the gallbladder cancer 90% survival rate. 19%. You know what I mean? Because where it's at, you buy it up. All right? So let's hit the screen, no doubt. Wonderful. I want you to pay attention. And I want you to pass it on to somebody else. Each one teach one. What I learn, I pass it on. You know, I don't hide nothing. You know what I mean? Anybody hiding things from you, they ain't real. We're not supposed to hide nothing. We're supposed to share what we have. That's called socialism. You know what I mean? All right. Stomach and gallbladder cancer and its causes, and that is what the patient have. This patient have gallbladder cancer. And the tumor in the person that this patient gallbladder is 6.1 centimeters. And the cancer left the gallbladder, and the cancer went to the large intestine and the transverse colon. So there's a tumor there now. Now, when the cancer is in here, in the gallbladder, it could disrupt the function of even the stomach or the pancreas or even the small and large intestine, because this little part guy here, right, called the gallbladder, he emulsify your fats. So if he don't function well and he have a lot of toxic bile sitting in your gallbladder, causing you to have gallstones. Gallstones is the main cause of gallbladder cancer. Ain't no doctor could do that either. Gallbladder stones is the main cause of gallbladder cancer. Lots of people have gallstones because of high cholesterol. You understand? And the high cholesterol gets stuck into your gallbladder if it's toxic with bile from the liver, toxic bile gets stuck in the gallbladder with all these fats. And because the gallbladder cannot emulsify your fats properly, because your liver is not turning those fats into droplets because you have bad liver health, all the cholesterol that gathering in your gallbladder causing gallstones to form, and in turn the gallstones will cause irritation of the gallbladder, which in turn will cause inflammation of the gallbladder, which in turn will cause polyps to form in your gallbladder, and then you get what we call gallbladder cancer. That is the main cause of it, gallstones in your gallbladder. So if you want to treat your gallbladder with respect, you have to make sure that you treat your stomach with respect. If you want to treat your gallbladder with respect, you got to make sure you treat your liver with respect, because your gallbladder have to depend on your liver for that liver to turn that fat into droplets, so that the gallbladder could emulsify your fats. And if the gallbladder cannot emulsify your fats properly, these fats will move and go into the wrong location where it's supposed to be going into the village, come back straight back into the portal vessel. You understand? And go back straight into your duodenum, which is the beginning of your small intestines, and cause you to get gastritis, which is another form of what? Stomach cancer. Gastritis is one of the main cause of stomach cancer. You understand? Because they are working together. And that's why if you have good stomach health, you're going to have good gallbladder health. And if you have good liver health, you're going to have good gallbladder health. That's why I said before that lots of people have bad liver health. And it affects your gallbladder in a negative way. All right? So the main cause of gallbladder cancer is gallbladder stones, which irritate the bile duct, irritate the gallbladder, cause inflammation, which cause polyps in your gallbladder, which cause stones in your gallbladder, and cause you to have bad gallbladder cancer if you are prone or if you have a family history of cancer in those areas. All right? Don't forget now. Go to the next chart. Your stomach. Look at stomach cancer. Stomach cancer was unheard of in the West, but because we are increasing the rate of barbecue foods, we checked 17 barbecue stands from St. George's to St. David's. 17 barbecue stands. So stomach cancer is going to be rampaging in the Caribbean countries also. Now, all the Asian countries, Japan, China, North Korea, South Korea, have the most amount of stomach cancer in the world. That's a fact. Nobody can doubt that. Why? Because they eat a lot of smoked foods. So we know for a fact that because these nations eat so much smoked food and so much cured meat, that their population become bombarded with stomach cancer. That's the main cause of it. You understand? Now, when the cancer leaves the stomach, comes away that, or the H. pylori bacteria also cause stomach cancer too. Don't get it. When the cancer leaves that stomach, it goes in and hides in the stomach walls. And because your stomach is the processing center, you cannot process anything that's coming into this processing center here, Wall Street. So what happens to this to your stomach? It starts pushing back out the foods because tumors are taking it over. So you get nauseated or you start to vomit because now nothing can be processed in here. And that's what I tell people. You must take care of the digestive system if you want to prevent cancer in your stomach or in your gallbladder or even in your intestines. Very significant now because it's on the rise. All right, to the next chart. Next chart down. Liver, gallbladder, pancreas. Liver, gallbladder, pancreas. Now, once you have troubles in your bile duct, you're going to cause your pancreas to become inflamed. So if you have troubles in your gallbladder because your gallbladder and your pancreas share one duct, you're going to have troubles in your pancreas also. If you get pancreatitis, which is the main cause of pancreatic cancer too, it's going to affect your bile duct and affect your gallbladder. And you're going to go straight to your liver because these two here is tucked under the right and the left lobe of your liver. They're like brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? So right lobe, left lobe. So usually if they become cancerous and you don't have this guy, the liver, being strong and he's all weakened, your cancer going to leave either your pancreas or your gallbladder and he going to hit straight for your liver. Or he going to come right back up here. You're going to come right back here where it's weak now because you're constipated now. You're not going to the bathroom. You know what I mean? So the cancer will look for the weakest link again. So he's going to move to your intestines and he's going to start to form a colony here and cause growths or masses to form. So that is what's going on with this patient. Because she had weak intestinal health, she was constipated. Her cancer left her gallbladder and went back straight to her intestines because the oxycodone they gave her made her constipated. We removed the constipation now, so she's feeling much better. That's important. So if you're constipated, your intestine can never work well. Never. He gonna become weakened. That's common sense. So the cancer gonna move from your gallbladder and he gonna either go here if he's weakened or he's gonna go right in that organ which is weak again. So that's where the patient cancer is at, right here and in her gallbladder, not in her stomach yet. But if she don't start taking care of where it's at, that cancer can leave right here, intestines, and it can go right back into her liver. See, that's the key. But we in herbal medicine have to strengthen these organs so the cancer can't come and kill it one place. That's what you all have to learn when you all have cancer, to strengthen other parts of the body so that the cancer can't go over there. Because the cancer can only take over an organ that is weakened or abused by you. Common sense. All right? Now, what causes stomach cancer? Smoked foods, cured salted foods like bacon, sausage, ham. Why? because these foods contain nitrates and nitrates, and these compounds are chemical preservatives that link, I want to use the word link loosely, with amino acids, dragging them where they're not supposed to go. Eh? They link with amino acid, dragging them where they're not supposed to go. And then when they go to certain places, down in the duodenum to the wrong place, they become what? Nitrosamines, which is a potent carcinogen. Let them PhD and all them oncologists know that too. That's factual. Cured salted foods. And that's why I said earlier that China, Japan, North Korea, all the small like people countries is full of stomach cancer because they eat a lot of smoked food and cured salted foods. Factual. Do the research. You know what I mean? Don't come on my page and talk about how you know that. Do your research. That's factual. But because we are implementing all these foods, not only in the Caribbean, but in North America, stomach cancer, and also gallbladder cancer, and also pancreatic cancer is on the rise. It's going to get worse. I'm telling people, prepare for more pestilence. It's going to get worse. Go and read Matthew 24. The next cause of stomach cancer is chronic gastritis. That's factual. The next cause of stomach cancer is chronic gastritis, inflammation of the gastrointestinal system. And once you have inflammation, it's telling me that you have irritation. So once you have gastritis, you are more prone to coming down with stomach cancer long term if you are prone, or if you do have a family history or what we call a genetic predisposition. Alcohol also. Alcohol damages the walls of the stomach lining. Mm? Let them know that too. Alcohol, not in moderation. Abuse of alcohol. I'm going to use the word abuse loosely. Abusing alcohol do damage the walls of the lining of the stomach, and also once that lining of the stomach is damaged from alcohol consumption, your stomach, which is supposed to produce mucus to protect the stomach walls from the same acid that the stomach produces, now that same stomach cannot produce acid because the lining is gone. Alcohol tear it up. So now the stomach lining become vulnerable and become inflamed, and cancer take over because of alcohol abuse. Or damage your liver also, cirrhosis of the liver. Pernicious anemia. Pernicious anemia comes from a lot of older people who have it, and a lot of people who don't eat no flesh foods, what we call vegans. Vegans pick up pernicious anemia easier than a person who eats flesh foods. Why? Because vegans do not make the B12 vitamin over here. When you're eating your flesh foods from the bacteria makes your B vitamins down here. If you are a vegan and you're not taking the B12 vitamin, you do not make your B12 down here. Why? Because you're vegan. So what happens to the person who's a vegan? He starts getting pernicious anemia because he's B12 deficient. And once you are B12 deficient, you can also get troubles in the brain too, mental disorders. That's factual. Research. You understand? So, pernicious anemia also is a cause of stomach cancer. Beside chronic gastritis, the H. pylori bacteria, which a lot of people seem to have, and alcohol abuse, and all them cured and smoked foods. Let them know that. That's factual. You know what I mean? right? So let's see how we go about treating stomach cancer. You must have antioxidants. That's important because antioxidant prevents oxidative stress of the digestive system. You must have buffered vitamin C in abundance, 20,000 milligrams per day, buffered to increase the function of the thymus gland, which will increase the function of the T lymphocytes and your natural killer cells, which do what? Which kill cancer cells. That's what your body's supposed to do. Age garlic. I'm going to use again what they're going to use the word age. Age garlic. Age garlic. Enzymes for the pancreas to start breaking down everything that's coming in the digestive system because the pancreas is part of the earth system. It is part of the digestive, it is the most active gland in our digestive system, the pancreas, that is. A high fiber diet to move excessive amount of waste and puri foods. Meaning that once you have cancer in your gallbladder, and you have cancer in your pancreas, and you have cancer in your stomach, you can't chew no pork, you can't chew no beef, you can't chew no oxtail, you can't chew a lot of starches because that's common sense. They have to go into your digestive system and start the process. And if you don't have good digestive fire, how are you going to process these foods? By chewing them. Can't happen. So you must puree your foods, giving your digestive system a break. And while you are doing that, you are now using herbs and supplementation in the liquid form to kill. I'm going to use the word kill loosely, kill these cells and shrink these tumors. Shrink these tumors. See me? He's a shrinker of tumors. He have anti-tumor activity. Don't throw him away after you peel your orange. After you peel your orange, do not throw your peel away. Save it because it have anti-tumor activity. Right? Now we go to the herbs now. I'm going to teach you some herbs that you can use when you have stomach cancer, gallbladder cancer. Because with this patient we have here, she couldn't keep food down from Saturday to Sunday. Monday, we gave her ginger, orange peel, turmeric. Mark them down for me now. Pass it on to somebody else. We give the patient orange peel, ginger, cinnamon, turmeric, huh? And we get the patient to keep the foods down, the soups down, the liquids down. And once we have that going on, we make the patient start go to the bathroom to move the bowels. And the patient start feeling better. Oxycodone was not take on Monday, and oxycodone was not take today. You understand? Because the patient is moving her bowels, right? Fennel seed, barberry, mark them down, chamomile, marshmallow, willow bark. White willow bark is for pain because this patient had a lot of pain. So we had to try to cut down on the oxycodone because it caused constipation. Give us some white willow bark because this herb is what they use to make aspirin. Sarsaparilla to get rid of endotoxins in the digestive system. Don't forget the word endotoxins from the digestive system, sarsaparilla. And we're going to give her all these herbs here. Look at them here. I want you to mark them down. These are some new plants we're going to use. Inflammation. Fight inflammation. Get rid of cholesterol. Get rid of the irritation. This is what it is called Pinea tuber. Tubber. Pinella. Tubber. Mark them down for me. Pass it on to somebody who you know have gallbladder cancer, pancreatic cancer, stomach cancer. Works wonderful. You understand? It's good for cancer treatment, but it moves the inflammation from the gallbladder, from the duct. Sopora, flavorescens, another important herb again for stomach cancer, gallbladder cancer, liver cancer. pancreatic cancer, and also colon cancer, because they have lots of antioxidant where they build up the immune system. Red Ganoderma mushroom, again, move cholesterol out, prevent clogging of the arteries, coronary artery disease. All these herbs have a lot to do with these conditions. This one here, Angelica, move the blood, get rid of heat in the gallbladder, get rid of heat in the liver, get rid of heat in the stomach. Because once you have inflammation in your gallbladder, it's going to give you gallbladder cancer. And inflammation in my medicine is heat, Heat. So once you have a heated gallbladder, because of inflammation and irritation, we have to get rid of the heat. If we don't get rid of the heat, the tongue of the patient is going to be red and hot with a big cut in the center with lots of mucus, and we know for a fact that there is heat in the gallbladder. So we use Angelica to move the blood and move the heat with chrysanthemum. This right here. This herb is good for, it have a lot of beta carotene that converts into vitamin A for your eyes. But it is also good for inflammation of the liver, the gallbladder, the pancreas, all of them here. Mark them down for me. These herbs over here. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. They're very good for stomach cancer. They're very good for colon cancer. They're very good for pancreatic cancer and gallbladder cancer with these here. These are more carminatives. These work on your liver. This is a carminative where they calm the stomach down. Chamomile calm the stomach. This one here have to drop a little acid from the stomach if the stomach have too much acid, because this patient have a lot of acid in the stomach. This one here act as an anti-inflammatory to the intestines, and this one here get rid of endotoxins in your belly, in your gut. Those here, yeah, mark them down for me. You know, mark them down for me. Then I'll go put them on the earth. So I mix it everything. I mix it Eastern, Western, Chinese, Indian, I mean, African herbs together. One thing will fix the patient. See me? How this one? See me? See it? See it? So we use it. Mark them down. Teach somebody else. Each one teach one. Find them. See them? This herb is a boss for inflammation of the gallbladder. You know what I mean? It moves into the gallbladder. You know what I'm saying? It gets the heat in the gallbladder. You understand? This one here. Where's she at? Look at her right here. See her? See her? See her right there? Hmm? Anything in the gallbladder. She moved the blood. She moved heat out of the gallbladder.
I don't know why they can't hear, but everybody's saying they can't hear.
And here?
I don't know why you guys can't hear. Maybe it's the internet. Don't know. The internet is a bit slow here.
Okay.
Tonight. I don't know what's happening.
All right. Are you hearing me now? Can you hear now?
Yeah, the internet. Once the internet decides to slow up on us, that's it. It will not go.
Oh.
So that's internet.
All right. This hurt. I want you to look at it for me. Are you hearing now? Reduce inflammation. It reduces liver stress, oxidative stress to the liver. You understand this right here? This herb right here. This one. See me here? Move the blood. Get rid of heat in the gallbladder. Because once you hear me now? Are you hearing me now?
Can't hear still.
Ah,
Okay, so you guys can hear me, but you cannot hear him.
can you hear me?
Let us know. No, no, it's not. It's not that. It's the internet service. A while ago, we had to resume the live because it's saying our connection is weak.
This
Okay.
herb.
Okay. You guys hearing now? If you're hearing us, tell us now.
This herb.
Okay, great.
This herb. Lots of people who have cancer lose their appetite to eat because the cancer is so wise and so smart that he knows that once he make you lose your appetite, you will become malnourished and deficient, and it will take your life. So he kills you, and then he commits suicide also. The cancer does that. This herb moves the blood, modulate the immune system. It also gets rid of heat in the gallbladder, heat in the liver, but it also increases your appetite to eat. So you can use the food that have nutrients so you can fight your cancer cells. This one right here, mark it down. So you can teach someone else. And you can pass it on to somebody who you know have gallbladder cancer, or pancreatic cancer, or liver cancer, or even stomach cancer. Look at them. Mark them down for me. This guy right here, he gets rid of oxidative damage, oxidative stress. When you have lots of stress hormones that cause oxidative damage to your cells, especially in your liver, this guy here gets rid of oxidative damage to your liver and inflammation. And it also removes anything that is affecting your liver. You understand? But he have lots of beta carotene that converts into vitamin A, which help the eye with your eyesight. And that's the reason why we put it in formulas for the eyes. But he's one of the best herbs when you have anything in your liver and your gallbladder. Don't forget the name now, Christina. Oxidative damage to the organs. That is where you have to go when you have cancer. And it's not in your fourth and fifth and third and fourth stage. Inflammation of the gallbladder, cancer. Move the blood. You can never fix cancer if you're not moving the blood. You can never fix cancer if the blood don't move. You can never fix cancer if you keep on having or getting irritation and inflammation. Never. They get rid of that. And that's why I put myself out to get all these up to help my people to get better and teach them, man. Anybody would know about red carcinoma, so they know in line. Builds up and balances back the immune reservoir. So when you have lupus, we give you that. When you have sarcoidosis or scleroderma or myasthenia gravis or rheumatoid arthritis, we give you that too. But it moves any amount of cholesterol that is sticking in your gallbladder. This guy right here, come right here, red carcinoma. But it also increase your immune reservoir to fight your cancer by increasing all the cells that we know kill cancer cells, T lymphocytes, cytotoxic cells, which kills cancer cells that are invaded by viruses, and your NK cells, your nerve cells. Them right there, man. Them right there, all of them. See them here? Mark the names up for me. And if you know anybody who have gallbladder cancer or stomach cancer or even have colon cancer, let them get these plants and use them.
What is it called?
Yeah. It's called Pinealla tuber. Pineallatubber. Pinealla tuber. You never heard of it before. You don't come to the right home and say it. It has much more. Thousands of them I could teach you about. From the east to the west. You understand? So I combine them together. So I combine Eastern over here and I combine Western. You understand? I combine Eastern and I combine Western. So once we go into the stomach, we go in and we go in and we giving and we killing parasites. Because once you're constipated, you must have parasites. And when you have parasites, you can't fix cancer. Once you have excessive amount of yeast flowing around in your bowels, you can't fix cancer. You know what I mean? It's common sense. You have to get rid of the parasites that cause your cancer to grow. So I use Eastern and Western together. See? And God give me wisdom. And He taught me to use them. So you have to go to Songs of Solomon and read chapter 3, and you will see a lot of herbs in there that Solomon used.
So I still have to ask him, what if they remove their gallbladder?
That's okay. You still your body, don't know.
Because I see that point
You remove your gallbladder, but you have your body done.
Right. So these herbs is okay for them to use as well.
See? This is for when you have anything with IBS, Crohn's disease. You understand? Ilitis, diverticulitis, mucus colitis, any kind of trouble in the GI tract. God put up all of them. So we have to prevent now that cancer from moving from the patient's large intestines to go into the liver, because once they get into the liver, is troubles. So we have to prevent it. So we have to strengthen the organs. That's what we're doing.
Somebody asked, do we eat the orange peel, or we soak, or we suck them?
Eat the orange peel or soak them?
Suck or soak? What do you mean? And drink the liquid. You
See
boil it, or you...
That's what you do with that.
You boil it, you make teas with
it. You make tea with it because this is a cooling bitter. You understand? This deals with your proper circulation. This one right here. This one here is called Babande. It's cooling to the liver. You're in the liver heat. It's a local plant that we use. You know what I mean? It's a herb for cooling. So if you have liver heat or you have gallbladder heat, you will get cancer in your gallbladder. So these herbs stop the open the appetite, but it can also stop the person from getting nauseated feeling. So you're gonna put them in a pot and put some water and boil them and drink them as a tea. You know, and since the patient with the gallbladder cancer taking these things, she ain't vomit no more. She said soup tastes good. She felt real good. She said she ate a whole bowl of soup yesterday. And look, my wife here. My wife cried for her this morning because she was so sad. You know what I mean? But she feeling good. How's that? You know what we're doing that?
I'm glad to see she feeling better.
What are we giving her? We're juicing everything. Juice. We're going back to nature. And we're making it that all these things we juice for her. And give her that cells could get nourishment. So she will have nutrients going into her cells and then waste coming out of the cells. We don't want waste going into the cells and can't come out. We have to have nutrient going in and the waste coming out. So we have to keep the management of the cells, which is your DNA, healthy. That's what we're doing. I mean, see, she's not out of the woods yet because she's sick. But you know what? She looks so well today, and this afternoon she looked even better. She could have walked around the compound. Look at my wife right there. Wife will hold her and hug her and say it's gonna be okay. Because God is good. Jehovah God put everything on this earth for us to use.
And before she came in, she was not going to the bathroom.
She was not going to the bathroom in 4 days before. She came on Saturday, she was not going to the bathroom. She was constipated. Taking what? Oxycodone, that drug they give her for pain. Made her more constipated. So how you gonna fix cancer being constipated? We had to give her a flush of gallbladder out and flush the liver out. And then the pain started to go away. And we fed these herbs now to make her eat because she had no appetite. Once you have cancer, cancer takes your appetite away, man. That's how he kills you. When you can't eat nothing, he wants you to lose your appetite. That cancer does. Because you know when you eat, when you lose your appetite, you're gone. You can't eat nothing. You become malnourished. And that's when you take a hold of you. So you have to use these herbs to increase your appetite and work on your gallbladder and get rid of the inflammation and the irritation that causes you to have the inflammation in your gallbladder. And get rid of the tumors. Because the tumors will lean on your nerves and give you pain. So in next week, we're going to show you In the ultrasound, what number her tumor was.
They're saying the sound is terrible. Is the sound terrible for everybody? Because I'm hearing some people could hear and um the internet. It was just giving us some issues, so we may have to log off.
Log off, yeah?
Um, yeah, we may have to log off now because the internet seems like it is acting up, and
Yep.
we may not be able to stay any longer.
Man, we gonna show you an ultrasound from
You
February.
hear us now?
You hear it now?
You can hear us now because the internet keeps shutting off and it keeps saying resume. So it's the internet. It is the
Internet,
internet.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Grenada is kind of small still. We're gonna show you an ultrasound from February. And we're gonna show you that the ultrasound that we took with the help of a doctor friend. I work with doctors, you know. I tell me, Patrick, I work with doctors. So I make the doctors come, we do ultrasound, we do blood work. We must do that when you have cancer. So we could compare. So now we see a tumor that is 6.1 centimeters. Next week, we're going to take another ultrasound and we're going to look at the tumor marker now. We're going to look and say, okay, if it was 6.1 centimeter and it says 3 centimeters, we know she's getting better because the tumor is shrinking. That's how you know. You see? So we're going to show you these things to make you understand that these things that God put on the earth for us to use are no joke if you use them the right way and you strengthen your organs. I mean, right? Now, the people who want to go on the weight loss program, you're going to get some sour stuff and you're going to mix it with some oil. See the oil right here? You get olive oil, coconut oil, and you're going to mix. You're going to squeeze it into the oil. Yeah. And what it does, it go in and it kind of strengthen the fascia tissues of the skin. You know. And when you just mix it up a little bit, and you can use it as a moisturizer where you could, put it on the skin, rub it on, and then so if you're losing the weight and you find you're getting kind of flappy, this this um this treatment here will keep the fascia tissues healthy and strengthen them so you don't lose a lot of the muscles and stuff like that. Okay? Yeah? All right? Let's see what's a bit.
Really is. We're sorry about the bad sound tonight for
Yeah.
all the people who saying they can't hear. We're sorry about that, but we're having some internet issues. It's not the mic. The mic is not being covered because remember we do this every time.
Yeah.
We are accustomed to this. I mean, about four times during the live, I had to reconnect the internet because it keeps shutting off on me. I don't know if you guys noticed that when the lights went off. So I know the reason why you guys, some of you guys not hearing and some again is hearing. I don't know why, but I know it's the internet messing up. So I don't know, maybe the fact that he come closer now, the internet coming and going, so we can't really manage that. So we may have to log off, because we know that could be annoying to some people.
I want everybody to mark down the herbs. You all have to learn about plants and how they work because lots of people call and say, I'm taking chemotherapy and the blah, 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 blah.
It don't make sense you're talking if they
Now
can't really
here.
hear you. So
Okay, the cancer is
as
blah,
if they
blah,
can
blah,
still
blah,
hear
blah,
you.
blah. Can you all hear me now? Because we're about to log off. Yes. It's good. Okay, wonderful.
You guys hearing now?
Yeah, let's see yes. Now, tell your cancer can be at a doorstep. That's why we have program. Join the group. You know what I mean? Join the group when your weight loss program because every pound you gain is a toxin. I mean, huh?
Hmm?
Every pound you gain is
It's
a
a
toxin. So we want to make sure that people stay healthy. I don't tell all you come and sick and come and check me. I tell you all don't get sick. Prevent. Use the herbs. Clean. Clean regularly. Don't wait till you all get sick to go and try to clean, because sometimes it's too late. Not everybody that we can save. I'm not God. You know what I mean? But I ask God for wisdom and knowledge to show me how to use them things. You know what I mean? And I don't have myself, I'm no healer. I don't heal nobody. Jehovah, God, is the healer of all things, because He's the one that put them things on the earth for us to use. And you, the person who is taking these things on a regular basis, you also are the healer, because you are putting yourself in a situation to compound or to remove the sickness that you have. I don't heal nobody. I don't want no praise. I don't want no glory for no man. I just want to teach you how to take care of yourself and to heal your body, because that is why God put the herbs on the earth for us to do ourselves. All right? So we got to go, because it's giving us a little trouble. But the next program we're going to have, we're having a program next on children's health. And we had a program on children from birth to 18 months. The next program video we're going to try to have is the program for children from toddlers to teenagers, and how you parents can feed your children things to keep them well. You know what I mean? And avoiding them from going into them people institutions. I'm not saying they wouldn't go. Don't say don't take them now, because you always come and talk, Patrick. They don't take your children to your doctor, to the pediatrician if there is a need to. But we're going to give you some tips that you can use as parents, and things you can keep in your cupboard to keep your children in check and run from preventing asthma and allergies and childhood cancers. We're going to teach you that on our next video. All right? Blessed love. And don't forget to give thanks and praises to the Most High, Jehovah God. Blessed. And in reiterate again, yeah, consultation.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You don't want to do this.
Well, I mean, as we said earlier on, that the consultation is going to be done through the website, christybooks.biz. You can log on to christybook.biz and book your consultation there. You no longer consult with Deborah. You no longer go to the number. What's the number?
888-971.
Right. You would have had to call that number to book your consultations, but you don't do that anymore. You just do it straight from the website now. At christybooks.biz, Christy with the K, and you book directly from there.
Yeah. And do not go into www.patrickdelv.com. Don't go there, because the brother, Robert Grappy, he died. And I didn't have, so access to, so, don't go there at all. Because you will lose your money. All right. And we don't want people complaining. So don't go. www.patrickdelv.com is in earth. It don't work no more. The brother died. 888-971-1757 is in earth. Now we're trying to build another website now, so it make it easier for you to go on the website and just do an almanac to make an appointment instead of going through a website again and making all these calls. Okay, trying to make it easier, because things wasn't working right, so we have to part of people that we love. You know what I'm saying? It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
So, happens every day.
You have to do your business, keep your business inclined with yourself.
Yeah, you know what I mean. We love everybody. Don't forget, we have love for everybody. We have no hate for nobody.
Yeah.
No animosity, no greed, no jealousy. That's love I have for people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we could part and still have love for each other. You know what I mean? That's how the life runs.
True.
You know what I mean? Life is too short to have a lot of hate and animosity in your brain and your mind and your heart. It don't work like that.
I hate your sister and your brother.
Yeah. You know? All right. Blessed love to everybody. And don't forget to have a nice night, a nice weekend. And the next program we're going to have is going to be on children's health, from children 18 months and up to 12 to 13 to 14 years old, and showing you parents how you can avoid childhood cancer in your children, and how you can feed your children a certain diet to prevent asthma, allergies, all these troubles that children have on a regular basis. We want to teach you natural things you can put in your cupboard to keep your child healthy, instead of when they get a belly, you can run to the emergency room. They don't happen with my kids. So I want to teach you what I'm doing with my kids, so you can follow what to do to your children. Okay? Blessed love and good night. Yeah.
Somebody was just asking a question,
Sure.
which I think is important, so we should address it. They asking Hyper, how does it work? How do I know if I need to pay $60 or the $100? Can you explain that for them?
Well, because there's a lot of people, and we had a problem before, you might go to the website and make an appointment to talk to me on the 21st of May. Yeah, but you would not get that consultation on the 22nd, not on the 23rd, not on the 24th, because there's a lot of people before you. So even though you make an appointment or pay for a consultation on the 21st, you might not talk to Patrick or Dr. Sabi or who doctor it is till 5 days after. And just like in the medical system, you might have to make an appointment to see a gynecologist or a urologist in August, and you might not see him till November. It happens every day because of the volume of people. Same thing happened with me because I don't take much people per day because I run a clinic here and I have people who comes in who's sick and I have to run and see but these people. So I don't take more than 4 people in the morning. After 10 o'clock, I'm gone. I have to run a clinic. See what I'm saying? So if you make an appointment for on the 21st, you would not get the next day. You might get the next week because there's a lot of people there waiting for an appointment, although they paid already. See what I'm saying? If you want to speak and it's an emergency, then you go and you say, okay, I want to speak to Patrick the next day, and you pay $100. Then you speak to Patrick. If by any chance we can help in any way, we will. My wife has said to me, okay, this person can't afford to pay. I would say, let them come in. That's how I work. I don't turn you down. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we don't want people to try to fool us though, because there are lots of people who can't afford to buy herbs, and we can take some of as Malcolm X said, $1 a day, $1 up each person could build us up to help someone else who can't afford it.
Yeah.
It's very important,
Because there's a lot of people who
So a
come
lot
in
of people coming and can't
and
afford things.
they cannot afford to
You know,
consult, and
we
we
still
just
see about
feel
them.
so sad for you,
You know,
for them, and we try to help them. Sometimes when I say this person would say, I cannot afford to pay for a consultation, but when I can, I will. I just say to him, oh gosh, can you just see them, because sometimes they really can't afford it. But I really want to tell people, do not take advantage, of the situation, because I mean, as we all know, all of us have a job, right? He has a job, and that's what he does, to upkeep his daily livelihood, as we said,
yeah,
right?
and Grenada have a lot of poor people, and I don't really charge people in Grenada. I only charge them for medication. I only charge them for when they gotta buy these things. I don't charge them for consultation. I don't do it because there's a lot of poor people here, and a lot of people in Grenada could tell you when they come by, they go by Patrick. You don't charge for consultation. I don't, because I understand there are people out there who have 3 and 4 children. You know what I mean? Single parents. I understand how it is. You know what I mean? So I don't want to bombard, myself and say, you know what, I'm going to just. I don't do that. I try to live right. That's why when I go to sleep, I sleep good and
Yeah,
sound.
true.
You know what I mean? So I don't have to go and answer to the Most High and say, what did you do? You robbed the poor. You know what I mean? You know, rob not the poor because he is poor already. I go by these principles, man. So we don't want people to take advantage on the situation. If you can't afford it, I was I would not let anybody come into my place of work and sick and say, well, you can't pay, so you gotta go home. I don't do that, man. I don't do that. That's why I have to get blessing from the Most High, because He looking at us every day and see what we're doing to each other. You know what I mean? I'm saying. So when people come here and they want to see, they want to stay in Grenada, they don't have. I still see about them. Look at that right here. I still juice. I still buy. I take all my money and I buy all the vegetables and I buy all of this and I still juice for them. And I ain't get a dime. But you know what? You know what I mean? The love of Jehovah is there, and His blessings come even in more abundance. You know what I mean? And then they could go back and say, you know what? I got better.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
Some people has kill people's kindness, in this life, because there are many occasions where People come all the way from abroad, and Patrick, he trusts to help them before,
Yeah. And
they
they took
pay
advantage of me.
before they pay for a system, and
Yeah.
I've been telling him, I said, Patrick, that's not the way I do business. But he is such a person who he's just doing it, he's just helping them and getting them better and giving them all his products, and they're supposed to pay up, then they would act like, okay, they're gonna pay later, and then they just up and gone without even letting us know. They just leave from the
To the
guest
premises.
room.
Yeah,
They
and they're
just
gone.
leave the guest room and they're gone. Now that is not
Uh,
nice.
but
That's not
I
nice.
don't let money come between me and people.
It's true,
I don't let money. I don't let. I say friendship is better than
but
pocket money. But people take
does
advantage though.
bad people spoil good people's way, because sometimes you want to help somebody, but then your experience just you know try to make you think different.
A lot of people came here with cancer. Look at her right here. They ain't got no money, and I still treat them. They flew all the way from Canada, and I still take my money.
Yeah,
And we live,
true,
very simple. We don't live no
true,
big. I don't have no live no big life. I don't live no big. I don't want to live no big life.
true,
I live
Jita.
a simple. I live a simple life. You know what I mean? Because I looking at the next man who don't have. You know what I mean? We can pick him up. But and I treat them. I would take all my money and vegetables over here very expensive. One green pepper over here costs $5. You understand? And they gotta use about five of that per day. But I don't mind. Because at the end of the day, I'm helping a human being.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
Look at that right
Aaron.
here.
Aaron, they don't have no conscience. Conscience. They don't have a conscience, because if they did, they wouldn't do that.
Because I love
They
my people. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, you spend your hard-earned money on somebody for like a whole month, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then they just up and gone. You
Yeah.
give them your guest house
Yeah.
rooms to stay in for,
Yeah.
well, hoping that they would at least pay a price, even if they cannot afford to
Hmm.
pay everything, or at least say something before you leave. But you just up and leave, and
Yeah.
they did that quite a few times to
I
us.
put them up
You know,
in my for nothing, man. I don't ask for nothing because it's not about
life
money to
have
me.
life.
Look at you could a lot of people on the live will tell you they come over here to me and we like brothers and sisters and I them for a dime. And that guy came with seven of his family members and we took care of all of them
Yeah.
for a whole week, 2 weeks straight. And the guy was saying, oh, he was testing us. You see, not about money though.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Not about
Is that
money.
about your brother? Is that why Christ was a great man? Because Christ never asked for a dime when he make a man see and he
Hmm.
make the lame walk or he make
True.
the dumb speak. He never said, give me money. You know what I mean? He took the money from the motor the fish and said, go and pay Caesar the taxes. You understand?
Yeah, because you have to
You know what I mean?
you have to go on, you have to survive.
But I have to live. So if I have to buy these things back, hmm, and lots of people come and use me the wrong way, now how I'm going to see but the others who really need the help? I can't because I can't go back with the capital no more. You see what I'm saying to you?
True.
So that's why I'm doing my own stuff. I'm making my own stuff so we can help people on a bigger level because you know that's what it's all about. I don't live a big life. I live very simply,
That's true.
and I help a lot of people. People who come to me, I don't charge. Look at the writers. She could tell you,
Yeah, I have
I
to
don't
tell
charge
him,
them.
I have to tell him, sometimes I have to get stern, because people come and they take advantage of him, and he's like, nah man, it's all right. I say, but Patrick, you're spending all this money on these people, and then they just gonna up and leave you if they choose and just go, because the guest room is right, it's in one building, but they have their own door outlet. They just get up and leave when they choose, and we wouldn't know, because they have their own walkway on the outside, their own outlets, so they could just get up and leave whenever they're ready. So I saying to him, you cannot do that, in spite of your heart is being good. When people really need help, you help them. But when they come to you for help in the right way, when somebody wants help in the right way, I think you should ask for it. Do not come and try to trick us, or try to make us believe that, okay, you're coming in good faith, and we're going to spend all our monies to help you, and then you just disappear on us. You just leave the keys on our guest veranda and just go. That's just ridiculous. And
Yeah.
you see, these things as make us not want to proceed with the kindness, but still our heart is just filled with love,
Yeah, look at that.
especially Patrick. So we still
Yeah,
help, you know.
we still love people. I love my people still no matter what. They can't tell me that I still love them.
Yeah,
You
you
know what I
know,
mean? Look at that right here. One of my coming in my house every day, brethren, and you just take help him out, and
say he love
he
God.
say he love
He
God.
love God
He
so
love
much.
God so much, and he take all my thing and go money, and he owe
The
me.
man say he love God.
And now you know what I mean. God have to look at these people and say, you know what I mean. I'm allowing things to happen to them because they're not the bad mind. You know what I mean? But I don't bother because you know what? I have blessings. And I look
True.
to the Most High for my blessings because if a man do me wrong, you know what I mean? I don't have to do him wrong the same way too.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
Very
Because I
true.
will look, I will look for my blessings from the Most High. And he born cold on his head. You know what I mean? Because he can go and do wrong to somebody else. But I look to help my people because I love my people. I love black people. I love all people. But I have a special love for black people. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Because God had a special love for the Israelites. You were a racist? No, but I have a special love for black people, for all African people. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But do they love themselves? Do they love us back? Some of
Yeah,
them don't.
true.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
You
Yeah,
know?
we show so much love to people. That's what has hurt me. You know what really hurt me is how much love we show to people, and then they just always try to find some kind of way they could snitch, or sneak out, or try to pull out from doing their part. From doing their part. Look, this person who this person who came here just recently, um, thousands of dollars worth of treatments from
Yep.
Patrick.
Come
That,
on.
you know, they sent money to pay their other bills here, but what
Yeah.
about the man who take care of you and the man
Yeah.
who helped you?
Yeah.
I mean, and I hope you see this live. What about the man who helped you?
Yeah.
Why can't you pay him? So he can proceed with his work before you pay your other bills.
Yeah.
You came here, the man put you up first.
Yeah.
He put you up first, he helped you, thousands of dollars. And you're just out there nice and comfortable and okay. You have no issues now. But Patrick still doesn't receive his money, but
Yeah.
you send to pay your other bills. That's not
Yeah.
nice. You people need to start being more honest, and you say you love God and you're godly and you're spiritual, and I just don't know how all you do it. Seriously, I just don't know. I cannot do them things to people, I can't. Trust me,
I don't talk much about
I
what I
cannot.
go through because when I go through it between me and my,
A lot in it.
but that people doesn't understand. When the people see people doesn't understand,
They don't
I don't
understand.
go through what I go through with people. A lot of people take advantage because they see I have a lot of love for people, so they take advantage. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I'm getting wiser now. That's why I'm the boss, but my wife is the what? Is the what?
The boss, the lady,
My
and the decision maker.
wife is the decision maker now.
Yeah, I have to step up and try to help him to be a little more stern because, people taking too much advantage on him because he has this kind heart just like me, but I guess he is just different to me. So he just does things without trying to, you know, as he say, he does not focus on money, but he will spend out his last dime on people, and then when he come home, he would be like, "Oh shit, I have to go to the teller to get money. What I do with your money? I give it to somebody down the road. I give it, or I just bought some things for somebody." But then I am here, I'm slamming kitchen towel on the table, and I'm like, "Seriously, you're serious? So we have to go now and get money, and you give away money?" So that's the kind of person he is, and sometimes, I say it's okay because that is how I am too at times. But then again, you cannot overdo that, and then you cannot allow people to use you in this kind of way and overdo it, because what's gonna happen? You're gonna end up being lost. You're gonna end up being broke. You're gonna end up not having anything. He business go drop. He go cannot buy any products. He gonna cannot support his family. They go turn off we lights. They're gonna turn off we water. We have to live. We have to survive. We have to continue doing what we're doing. So I have to try to tell him that every day. You know.
But I
So
don't cry over spilled milk. I want to help my people. You're doing the better now.
at the end of the day,
God is
yes.
giving me. God is opening doors that never opened before. No matter what I've been through, you know.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
we good.
Hmm.
Right?
Yeah, man. No matter what I've been through with my brothers and my sisters, God opening doors for me. still every day, because he knows a man don't know the heart, but God sees straight through the heart of man.
Yeah, true.
Blessed love, and have a good night. You know what I mean? And don't forget to give all the glory to the Most High Jehovah God, yeah? Blessed.
So, good night, everybody. Gonna go take a rest now. It was a pleasure being here. So we're done, right?
Yeah. Next program.
Before,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't shut it off.
Yeah, don't forget the weight loss program. Don't forget to put up your, we have 24 new people in the group. Put up your program, put up your what you're doing with your weight loss program. Look at, send some pictures for us. We can see how you're losing your weight. You know what I mean? And try to be disciplined. And don't eat at night. Try to eat just juice and drink a lot of water, drink a lot of coconut water. For the first 3 or 4 days, you could do the lemon juice with some water, and just have that, or some maple syrup for like 3 to 4 days. Just drink that alone. You know what I mean? I have a lot of coconut water and a lot of juices. Try to avoid eating protein foods and try to combine everything properly, and you can see you lose your weight like crazy. You know what I mean? I try to keep it off, okay? Because you can do it. Don't forget to say, I can, and I know I can. Don't forget that. Say, I can, and I know I can, because nothing is impossible for us to do, because we were made in the image of Jehovah God to become just like Him. Not Him, but we can become like Him, doing the thing that He does, because He gave us the power to become like Him. Blessed love.
Yes. So don't forget, all the people who are on the weight loss program, you just submit your photos. Don't forget to take your photos, before and after photos. Um, you're gonna submit it to the number that is on the post, and we're gonna upload it. And show your success. Okay. So take your photos and submit it to the number so we can upload it and look at your success. So guys, until then, good night. I see everybody asking, thank you, Hyper, for managing us tonight. You did a good job, and we really appreciate you. Um, I was gonna say something. Yes, I seen a few people was asking where can they donate for us. We recently set up a donate button attached to our website, so you can donate there if you choose to. Um, and we thank you for that as well. Um, yeah, we just had it set up because we had a lot of people asking where can they donate for us, so we had to do that. So if you guys want, you can donate to us there. Yes, you can join the weight loss program. You just send come chat with Patrick. Come chat with Patrick Delves. You just type it in Facebook and send us an invite, and we will accept you. Um, but is it just for the weight loss program, right?
Okay.
The weight loss. Come chat with Patrick Delves for the program, right?
The different programs, any program you want.
So
If you want to use the browser program, it's from that.
no, they mean they want to join the group for this program, for the weight loss program, right? So unless you're not on the program, we don't want to really crowd up the group with a lot of different people and the different questions and things like that. We rather just keep it kind of minimal. But you can always ask your question, to Patrick's inbox or to Natural Healing of the Body page. Um, we try to respond to as much people as possible a day. But yeah, good night, Saints. You're on me live. Love you. Yes. So you said if you want to be on the weight loss program, you just send us an invite at Come Chat with Patrick Dells, and we will accept you. I think you're gonna be asked a question, and you just say what program you want to be on, and we're gonna invite you and accept you in the group. Right, guys? So don't forget, take your pictures of before and after the program, and we will upload it with your success. Okay? So yeah, come chat with Patrick Delves. Don't forget the name. You just send us the invite and we will accept you. And you have to do that's upon the weight loss, right? So, and upon the weight loss, you have to do before applying before you start the process, you have to do the gallbladder flush 3 to 4 times per week. So remember that, right, guys? Remember that. So 3 to 4 times per week for the gallbladder. For how long again? The gallbladder, the gallbladder flush 3 to 4 times. Doing the gallbladder flush for 4 weeks. What about losing only belly fat? Well, you would have to work on that with exercise. Exercise would keep the lower body, the lower part of the body, thicker. You know, you have to work on. Well, you have to really emphasize, kind of extend your concerns on how you're eating and laying down and sleep, and what you put into your stomach that creates a lot of fat in your belly. So you have to understand these little basics. So someone asking if they don't have a gallbladder. Right. So he says you can still do the program because you still have a bile duct. Okay, so you can still be on the program. Okay, Petal. So just send us the invite and we'll add you. Okay. Lillian, just send us an invite. Good night, Priscilla. Good night. Yes, we have a number you can reach us on WhatsApp. It's 421-9604. 421-9604. 1473 area code 421-9604. Okay. So guys, we're about to go now. So we'll see. Yes, 3 to 4 times. Yes, 1473 area code 421-9604. So babe, that's it. Hi Angelia, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, Tricia, maybe you should hang up. Maybe you should go because this program definitely is not for you. So you need to go. Somebody saying somebody saying there's a way to be professional and you just kills the program. Well, if this program kills you, just get off. Simple. I just don't get it with some of y'all and y'all disrespect. So good night, guys. We're about to log off now. Trying to get some of you guys' questions before we go. Love you too, Angelia. Love you too. Love you too. The number is 14734219604. 14734219604. Yes, you can also WhatsApp that number. Yes, yes, you can also WhatsApp that number. To the program. Okay, so guys, good night. I'm gonna log off now, and must sis on the live and she ready. Yeah, we don't let the negative distract us. Because if we don't help you, who is going to help you? They can't help you. Love you too, Sally. We love you too. The link to the chat is Come Chat with Patrick Dells on Facebook. You just type it in and you get that. You just send that invite and we'll accept you. The info on the weight loss. Yes, the info on the weight loss is also there. You can just scroll on his page or you can go on Natural Healing of the Body and just scroll down and you'll see it. You'll see it. I have the information for the dogs. Not a flush. I've done it many times. Oh yeah, Karine. So you could share it. You can share it with them instead of they have to go and download it again. So yeah. Good night. Good night, guys. Have a good night, everybody. And good night, sis. Hope you have a good night tonight. Hope all you're good up there and all you're having a good time. Good night.